Howdy, howdy, everybody, and welcome back to Stranded Deep in Conversation, where I talk about some things that you'll either like or you won't like, or maybe you're just in the middle about, and you're like, hey, it could have been worse, but I'm pretty satisfied with what I listened to today. And so today I'm hoping this is a more appreciated episode because this is going to be me talking about what I am thankful for. I am thankful today, ladies and gentlemen, because that's what the day is all about. It's Thanksgiving here in America. So, happy Thanksgiving to all those celebrating, whether for whatever reason, and some, the origins of the holiday are a little sketchy, but nonetheless, I feel like it's more so transitioned into just being thankful for the things you have and the family that you've grown from and with, I feel like that's what it's mostly about nowadays. It's less about, the fucking crazy shit that happened in American history. But either way, I am thankful, ladies and gentlemen, for a number of reasons. And I figured I'd go through some of them today with you, just because it's the season. Tis the season to be thankful. And yeah, I got some people and some things in general to be thankful about. And let's start off with an obvious one, my friends. All right. Everyone has friends. If not, you're lying. You have a friend. You just gotta realize it, Sometimes it's hard to do. Sometimes you think someone's your friend, but they're not. Sorry. You know how this, session, this series. There we go. That's the word. You know how that works. I just yawn all the time because the more I talk, the more my brain gets tired of what it's listening to. But yeah, everyone who says they have a lot of friends usually doesn't have too many friends. But someone who says, hey, I don't know, maybe I have a few friends, they might have some more just in the wings. But yeah, and whatever friends you have, it's always good to be thankful for them because, company is one of those things that you don't exactly cherish until you don't have it. And after having moved with my family, I've still had company, but I haven't had, friends company. It's all been family. Which, well, for the most part anyway, which kind of blows. But it doesn't blow in a way that I hate my family. It's just it blows in a way that I miss being able to, be in person with my friends. I haven't seen my friends in at least 2 years, over 2 years at this point, which is fucking crazy. But we still talk a lot regularly because of Discord, because of Messenger, all that sort of stuff. And honestly, we don't gush over our feelings. Right? We're not those type of friends, which is fine. I don't necessarily need that from a friendship because I'd prefer just dicking around all the time. That's just how I do. That's just how my life is. I'm a big fan of just the fun stuff, and that's what my friends provide. They provide some of the most fun times I've had doing anything, whether it just be playing video games, playing board games, being outside, just enjoying the experience. Whatever it is, doing with a friend makes it 10 times better. And that's just true for everybody, I feel. Except for some introverted people, which is fair. People can be introverted and they can, gush over the fact that they don't have friends, which is fine. If they don't want friends, that's fine. But for me, I am thankful for my friends. I don't exactly have a million of them. I have 2 very, very close friends that I've known one of them since, I think, 6th grade was when he came into the school. And I've known one of them since, 1st grade, kindergarten, 1st grade. I think it was more so 1st or 2nd grade, but that's when we truly became friends. One of these was the first person who ever actually invited me to a birthday party, so that was pretty exciting. These are the 2 people, actually, the only 2 people who I've ever been invited to, a birthday party with. Obviously, I've had other friends before. They haven't invited me to a birthday party, so obviously their feelings weren't mutual. But I didn't invite anyone to a birthday party till high school because I didn't feel comfortable with my home life. I guess I don't know. I don't know the exact reason I didn't. I just never did. But I also had a big family, so I didn't really. I wasn't super upset that my friends from school didn't tag along. I don't know. Either way, I guess. But all I'm trying to say is they were the first people. They were the only people really who invited me to go do things with them and go out to their house and just enjoy their time, and then I started doing the same with them. And there is one other person who isn't exactly my friend nowadays that did that too. We would go to the library like almost every other day, and we'd just sit there for hours and just talk and laugh and have a good old time on the computer and shit, doing schoolwork or whatever. But in high school we drifted apart, which I mean it blows, but it happens. So I'm still thankful for him though, because he gave me a lot of really great memories from school. Like I'd play Pokemon cards with him in the stupidest ways. We'd go to the library together and just watch the dumbest things. He introduced me to so many stupid channels. I don't exactly listen to watch now, but they were very entertaining before. And sometimes I still go back to them, and they're still like, oh yeah, that was pretty funny. Like Brock Bakerson was parodies and stuff. I genuinely, like, I don't like all of them. I don't like a lot of the newer ones especially, but like Call Me Maybe's parody with Barack Obama, that was a banger. All right, whoever you are, that is a banger of an episode of a parody. And I feel like that's probably what really made me start actually getting more interested in Weird Al. Because like other than like Bionicle shit, because like there's that one like stop motion thing with Eat It with Bionicle. That was like my first introduction to Weird Al. But I feel like just listening to other people's parodies definitely solidified the fact that I like this music and I like this type of stuff. And he got that for me, so I am very thankful for that. He was a good guy. But back to my two current friends. One of them, the one I've known since like first grade or whatever, first or second grade, I don't know. Really great guy, really cool dude. If I'm gonna be serious with either of the two, it's most likely gonna be him. Just because I feel like he definitely he does take some things pretty seriously, and that's fine. That's how life is. Everyone's got to take something seriously, and he's definitely the first person to do it. So it's easy to talk to him, and it's easy to just communicate, and it's easy to just find the problem, work on it, and just have a great time. Not like there is ever really a problem. I'm just saying if there is one, it's not just gonna eat at you. None of us hold grudges against each other, and we're all assholes to each other. So it's great that none of us can really hold a grudge against each other, because we all know what we do is just to have fun. So very grateful that we can have that sort of connection, because sometimes people take things seriously when you don't really expect them to, and then it can derail pretty quickly. But my friends don't do that, and I'm grateful. And the one that I've known since 6th grade, gosh, I mean, one of the coolest people I know. I mean, genuinely, he's been nothing but a charmer. And in 6th grade, when he came in to the school, me and my other friend, who was the one I would go to the library with a lot, he would sit next to us and just do some of the weirdest shit. Like he's a weird kid, and we're all still weird, so I mean it's fine, whatever. But he was a weird kid, like, especially this. But after a while, after like 2 days of school, not even like we just like, hey, fuck it, he made a reference to something I know, we're friends now, and that has stayed for so long. It's truly incredible just how we're still friends. It blows my mind, because I mean we've had some very ups and very downs, but that's what friendship's about. You just work through the problems, and you enjoy everything that there is to be with just a friend to somebody. Gotta appreciate that. Obviously, I've had other friends. Like back when I was in college, I had my roommate, who I'm very thankful for. One of the coolest roommates you could have ever asked for, and he invited me to things that I wouldn't have gone to otherwise. And I've met other people, and I'm very thankful for those people. The big one, though, is, I'm not going to say his name, but there was a guy who on my floor in my dorm area who got to during orientation on the first day, we were doing some weird little game thing, and you're supposed to come up with an item that starts with a letter as fast as possible, against somebody else. And I fucking swept the floor, by the way. Alright, my reaction time was uncanny. I destroyed that game. But when it went to C, when it wasn't either of us playing, we were waiting in line, and he was just like, dude, I would have absolutely said condom. And I was like, yeah, that's funny, because it was pretty funny. Which is why I laughed. I didn't just scoff at him. No, and then that started, I guess us chatting, and then he genuinely became one of the closest friends I had in college. Unfortunately, we don't talk as much since I've stopped going. But he's still a cool dude, and I hope nothing but the best for him. And he's a very funny guy, genuinely one of the funniest people I met. He reminds me so much of my friend from from 6th grade to now, but just I guess more mature is probably the word that I'd be looking for. But either way, he still has so many just differences and quirks. Everyone you meet is a different person, even if they're slightly similar to somebody. They're all different. And then when you find those differences, it really makes you just appreciate the specific person that you're hanging out with, and it's genuinely awesome. So that was 10 minutes of me just ranting about my friends, right? Because who doesn't love friends? Everyone loves a good friend. Nice pat on the friend's back. Let's talk about some people who aren't necessarily friends to some people, but they definitely are to me. That's coworkers. My coworkers are genuinely some of the coolest, just nicest people that have had the fortunate circumstance of working with. Because I mean, keep in mind, like I wasn't expecting to be working where I am now. It's been like about a year. It's been over a year. Like I started working around like mid-November, so it's been over a year since I've been working there. And I have not once. I have in the beginning. I definitely felt like some anger or like different emotions than I do now towards some people. But the more you get to know somebody, the more you get to understand who they are, and then you're like, oh, okay, that's just them, and then you just exist. I don't have any bad blood with anyone I work with, even the new people. Like people come in, people come out. I have no bad blood for either or. Everyone I've worked with is a genuine saint. Like, even if sometimes they're not. But, you know, just they've been nothing but a joy to be working with and working aside. And I mean, there's so many just instances of just like, don't get me wrong, like, we don't hang out like out of work, you know. But you know, they've offered me rides home in like really shitty weather because I don't drive, so it's just really nice. I am always thankful for that. Even some of the newer people, you know, they always offer because they're just naturally nice people. And one of the main stories, I guess, it's not really much of a story, but just something that I'm thankful for, is that there was one time I came in, I was walking to work, and out of nowhere it just started like heavy downpouring. I don't check the weather, so it might not have been very out of nowhere for some people, but for me it was very out of nowhere because I wasn't expecting it, because I never check the weather. It's just a bad habit, I guess. It's not like I do it on purpose. I just never remember to check the weather. And so I come into work, my entire body is soaked because I don't have like a jacket or anything. It's like pretty nice weather before the rain happened. So I was like, yeah, well, I still have like 20 minutes of this walk I gotta do. Might as well just freaking sit through it, I guess. Which is like, you know, it blows, but you gotta go to work. I'm not gonna turn around and then be late just because I wanted to change my shirt. No, I just figured I'd just man up and just wear the wet-ass shirt the entire day. And I came in, it was my manager and one of my coworkers at the time was, just, nothing to say. I think I was just gonna, what was I gonna say? At this time, I wasn't promoted, so I was just a fucking dude coming to work, super soaked. I was kind of thinking they'd be like, dude, what the hell, you look like a mess. But no, I come in and they're just like, dude, you're friggin' drenched. Did you walk? I'm like, yeah, but I didn't start the walk in the rain. It just sort of happened. And I go into the break room to just, you know, sit down, get ready. I always wind up coming in super early because I always leave early because I underestimate how long the walk's gonna take. And one of them comes in and just gives me like a spare shirt they had in their car or something. And they're just like, hey, you can use this. You can wear this. And I was like, they didn't say it like, just wear this, alright? No, they were like, here you go. Like, they were just being really nice about it. They had no reason to be that nice about it. And to be honest, they probably don't even remember doing it. But at that moment, I was just like, oh my gosh, that is genuinely one of the nicest things. It's one of the things that I needed most at this moment that I wasn't expecting. I wasn't really thinking about. My brain was like, all right, I'm just gonna work wet, and I pretty much just forgot about the fact that I was even wet because I can adjust pretty quickly to just interesting situations. But them giving me that shirt, I was so genuinely thankful in that moment. I was just like, it was super nice. It was genuine. It's just nice. Just things that nice, just nice things people do. Really dig into my stupid heart, and I'm like, oh, thank you. That was just that's really nice. Because I never really anticipate people are gonna be nice. I just anticipate that I'm gonna do my thing and they're gonna do their thing, and then we're just gonna do stuff. But no, every single one of my coworkers and my manager and everybody care about each other. Even people who no longer work here, even people who no longer work with us, like they still come into contact. You know, they still visit, they still get stuff from us. So they're always around, and they're always just super nice, and everyone just has a laugh and a good time. And we've got one of the best stores in the district, right? I don't mean to brag, but we're kind of awesome. You know, that's just how it is. So yeah, a good work environment definitely pays off in more ways than one. You know, you get a good store, and you get a good just group of people to work with. Because honestly, I don't think I would still, like, I was given the opportunity to promote way earlier, but it would have been at a different store, and I did not want to work at that store. So I said no, and I'm so thankful that I did that. I'm so thankful I said no, because I wouldn't be enjoying working nearly as much. I still would probably be working, but I would not enjoy it nearly as much as I do. And now I'm in the same position with people who understand me more and people I understand more. So it makes for a perfect work environment, and it makes this for the greatest time to work. I never am upset about working. Like, whenever I'm called in on days I'm supposed to have off, I'm not mad. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll do it, and then I just do it, and I don't think anything of it other than just I get to work, I get some more money, I get to hang out with a cool dude, with a cool person. I'm living. I'm genuinely thankful that this past year has been filled with nothing but great people in terms of workforce. Again, barely any bad blood. There was a little before, there's none now. I'm so thankful that we can just chill and exist. I'm so thankful I can just do that with just people that I work with every day. You know, I won the lottery in terms of work, people working. I don't know. I'm rambling too much, so I guess that means we can move on to the next topic. This is a little sillier, but it is true. It is very, very true. Because I mean, as most of you probably are aware, I'm a fan of the dumber things of life. You know. If you've tuned into a stream, my latest stream, my cat ripped some fat ass, and I was pretty much choking on just his fart fumes. But, I came back with a Twinkie scented candle that I've had for so long that I've had no intentions of using or lighting or even really smelling. I just thought it was stupid, and it was $2, so why not? And I'm smelling it again now because that thing completely saved my nostrils. I would have been done for. I would have had to turn the stream off because it was that bad. When he rips ass, it's like a freaking monsoon of just nasty gas. He's disgusting. He's a disgusting cat, and I love him to death. We'll get to him in a second, but yeah, I guess this more so. It's not just the scent. Whoever made the scented candle, very thankful for you. But I'm also just thankful for any person who just makes the dumb shit that I like, whether it be video games, whether it be. But more when I wrote that, when I thought of that, I more so just thought of the stupid things like whoever the heck invented the Staples That Was Easy button.
That was easy.
Hold on, let me put the speaker up to the thing.
That was easy.
There, I hope you guys heard at least one of those. I have that button, and I've had it for a long time. And because it's just so silly to me, and I love it. And since then, I've gotten other dumb buttons, and I've gotten other dumb trinkets. My world, I need to make an episode about my collectibles and stuff. I've been meaning to for so long now, but I just keep putting it off. But I have so many silly, just dumb items. Spoilers for when that comes out. I have a huge world's smallest collection, just small things. I have a bunch of dumb instruments. I have a bunch of just stupid things. I have just pulling stuff off of my desk right now. I have a bunch of Lego Muppet characters. I got some bubblegum flavored, I got some cotton candy flavored bubblegum, which is two of my favorite Dum Dum flavors, by the way. We gotta do a Dum Dum tier list thing. Stegosaurus keychain. I got this sushi roll thing, but it's a pin holder for a pins on like a cork board or something. It's like all like the little like a salmon roe or whatever the heck's on sushi. But it's a bunch of like orange dots. I can just fucking turn on the camera and show you. Actually, hold on, because I can't describe. I don't eat sushi, but I thought this was cute, so I got it. Yeah, it's like a little, like each little thing is like a little pin that you can like stick things to like a board on. It's like I don't. What do you want from me? You know, but well, yeah, I have like a fountain pen that one of my friends gave me. That I'm just genuinely thankful for that because that was just such a cool gift. And I still use that thing whenever I write. I don't write very much anymore, but when I do, I use that pen. It's just I thought I broke it at one point. I was super sad, but then I managed to fix it. So I was like, oh, great, awesome. And then I still use it. I still have the jar of ink, nice Irish green ink. Spared no expense, gave me the Irish green ink. Very thankful for that. Like I have this freaking, I have a bunch of dumb stuff. All right, that's just one thing I like about life. It's full of dumb shit. It's so full of dumb stuff. I love the dumb things in life, man. And I'm thankful that people make it so that they exist. And I'm thankful that it exists in general. I'm thankful for the people who also enjoy it, because otherwise there wouldn't be a market for it, so I wouldn't be able to buy it. Somehow we're only 22 minutes through this, and I'm almost done with my topics, but I've tried not to, press this for time. Like lately the episodes have been a lot, like not like 45 minutes to an hour long. They've mostly been like 30 to 40 minutes long, and I'm okay with that. Because I'd rather just get the stuff I want to talk about out. I don't want to stretch it for longer than it has to. And if they wind up being shorter episodes, they wind up being shorter. If they wind up being longer, they wind up being longer. It's just how it is. Let's just talk about another big one, right? Because obviously, everyone, like not everyone, I guess, but a lot of people are thankful for their family, and I am one of those people. Oh yeah. Every single person in my family has made my life so much better. For those of you, my immediate family consists of my mom, my dad, my 2 brothers, and my 2 sisters. I have a twin sister. So that's at max capacity. That's 7 people. That's 7 people at a house at one point. Obviously, my dad passed away when he was 10. I think I talked about that way long ago, so I'm sure that might be a surprise to some people listening to this. But yeah, he died like 10 years ago. Not to the date, but pretty much like a little over 10 years ago at this point, actually. And he was an absolute, like, as most people's parents are. I look up to him a lot, and I get a lot of my sense of humor from him. I get a lot of just how I act with people. He kind of gave me like he gave me like the silly, but also the serious. He's definitely one of those people who's just like, it's the dumbest, stupidest time when we're just at home having a good time, but out in public, try to be a little, try to keep yourself together, because that's, you don't want to look like an idiot in public, unless it's your goal going out that day, but I mean, most of the time, you don't want to be too stupid. Obviously, I still, dick around with my friends outside, but, I'm not rude to people out in the street, just because if I think it'll be like a funny joke, if someone trips over, I'm not going to go trip somebody over, which I might have, had I not had the upbringing that I had, because sometimes I go a little too far for a joke, but, it never ended in anyone getting hurt or anything like that, so, I mean, who is to say it matters? But yeah, I owe a lot to my dad, and I'm thankful for having the time that I had with him. You can tell that I'm getting more serious about the topics I'm talking about, because I'm getting a little softer spoken, so, yeah. But yeah, my whole family is just really awesome. Also, my cats. I mean, we'll go on a quick side tangent before we continue with family. But my cats, I got 2 of them right here. Soup and Tubby are almost always in my room nowadays. And as much as I say I hate Tubby, it's not really to you guys, but just in general, it's a joke around the house that I hate this cat. I hate him. I like him the least. Let's say that much. But I don't hate him. I guess they're all goofballs. They're all amazing. They're all super cute cats. I love them all. I'm so grateful that we got some nice cats. Because we could have gotten assholes. We could have gotten ruthless bastards. But we didn't. We didn't get too shy of cats. We didn't get too crazy of cats. We got right in the middle. Well, kinda. We have Poop, the tiny one. He's the most shy, but he definitely opens up more and more as we get to know him and get to understand him. And so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that he is able to do at least grow and understand life with us. Then there's Soup, my favorite, because he's right in there. He's not an asshole. He's not shy. He's curious in a shy way. Like he'll be like, "What's that over there?" But he doesn't want to get too close, or who knows what will happen. And every time he's like, you can see him like very like, and he seems nervous. He's a very nervous cat. He's not really shy. He's more nervous because he'll be just walking around in in a house or in a room. And he's already walked around a bunch of times, but something moved, so he has to go observe the entire room again. And if you make too loud of a noise when he's doing that, he jumps like 8 feet in the air. Not 8 feet. That's obviously an over exaggeration, but like a couple feet in the air. You're like, holy shit! And he just runs off. Like the dude he's a springboard. He's a cat springboard, and he's so cute. And I try not to do that too much. Because obviously that means he's scared. But whenever it happens, it's funny. But I don't try to make it happen. That's what I'm trying. But he's awesome. He's the best cat I could have ever asked for. They all are. And then there's Tubby. You know, he can be a bit of a bitch, a bit of an asshole sometimes. But generally speaking, he's a really sweet, loving cat. He's definitely attached. He used to be attached to my older sister. But ever since she moved out, he's definitely grown to my side for reasons I'll never understand. Because I call him an asshole all the time to his face and to everyone else's face. But he seems. And the thing is, though, he only likes me when I'm in my room. If I'm not in my room, he just pretend. It's like we have like a secret love affair going on. It's like we'll be in like the main room, the living room, or someone else's room or whatever. He doesn't show any love to me at all. He doesn't want me to deal with him, and I don't want to deal with him either. But when we get in this room, he does not let go of me. He loves being on my bed. He loves being on my lap, in my arms, anything. He loves me in this room. The specific conditions have been met, and we just enjoy ourselves. And it's very sweet. I'm not gonna say no to that, even if he could be an asshole sometimes and just rip ass and leave. You know, I mean, he's a cat. He doesn't know any better, unless he does. He definitely seems to know better because he doesn't do it with anyone else. Apparently, like I've asked my family about that, and apparently he only does it with me. Like what the hell? Like what the hell? What's that about? And we mentioned her, so let's talk about my older sister. I went to the same high school like she went to because I didn't really make a lot of choices myself, and I didn't really care where I went going out of my K-8 school. So I just said, hey, you know, you're in this school. How do you like it? And she's like, oh, yeah, it's great. You know, it's fun, cool people, cool teachers. Teachers are awesome. I'm like, okay, sold. Because in school, I guess teachers. I'm very thankful for my teachers. I don't think I've had a single bad teacher. Well, no, that's not true. I've had a couple bad teachers, but we'll talk about that in another episode. But I'm very thankful for all the cool teachers that I had. They've let me express myself. They've let me be myself. And without them, I definitely would have been a completely different person. Like, especially my 8th grade teacher. My 8th grade homeroom teacher. I wasn't expecting him. Because we had 8th grade teacher there last year who I was supposed to get. And I was really excited about it because he was really into like Greek mythology and stuff. And he had really crazy projects for the class. But he just mysteriously vanished from the school, didn't say why to anybody, and eventually we finally he's okay, so thank God. But yeah, so we got a different teacher that year, and he was pretty damn awesome. Wasn't expecting him to be so cool, but he was genuinely like one of my favorite, my top 2 teachers. He's in my top 2, and the number 1 kind of tends to flip depending on what I'm thinking about at the time. But either way, they went to the same high school, and she was just a very like when we were kids, she was an asshole. She was an absolute pain in everyone's behind, and she knows that. She understands that. But yeah, I mean, eventually she grew out of that, and then she became just an absolute joy to be around. You know, we liked a lot of the same games. We like a lot of the same interests. You know, when we went to the same school, we'd always see each other. We'd just chat, and we'd have a nice time. We just talk about dumb things, dumb classes, dumb subjects, dumb everything, and eventually we just started having a good time. Every time Me and my older sister are around. Every time I'm around any of my siblings, but especially with my older sister, we just it's just a fucking train wreck in the best way possible. You know, like it's such a silly time to be around. You know, I genuinely enjoy like my time with my older sister like a lot. And so she's moved to California with her wife. So, I mean, not a lot of seeing them lately, but regardless, whenever I do see them, it is an absolute joy. You know, her health hasn't exactly been the best, so you know, always best of wishes to them there. But I mean, they stayed through it all, and I'm so thankful that she's not only still here, but just still the same person at the end of the day. You know, she's my sister, and I love her, obviously. You know, and she's planning on moving back around here, so you know, like not like the exact same area exactly, but close. So here's hoping, fingers crossed, because God, it's been so long. It's been so long. And I don't text very many people. The only people I really text on a regular basis are my friends, because otherwise, like my family, you know, we talk all the time in person. So my friends, we're like the only people who I really talk to. Like looking at my messenger chat now, I have my older brother, and my twin sister have spoke to me about a few things these past few days, so they're still pretty recent. Then it is my second account, which I use to either just send pictures to myself or just a bunch of stupid ideas. And then my friends group chat. And then the next chat is from 17 weeks ago, which is my older sister. It has been 3.5 months, like almost 4 months. Like no, like 4.5 months. It's been almost 4.5 months since I've talked to anyone but pretty much my friends and some of my family a little bit. I don't text a lot at all. Like at all. I used to text a lot because I had a relationship, and I'm thankful for that. You know, it was a good time, but I definitely don't really care for thinking about it too much. So we're just gonna stop there with that. But yeah, so I don't text people very much, so I haven't been able to really catch up with them. You know, whenever we're on a phone call, it goes for hours. You know, like especially with me and my older brother, we'll talk about next. He definitely got me into a lot of the things I'm into now, like especially video games and stuff. You know, he was the one who played the video games. He's the one who reluctantly took me with his friends to go hang out. But then we eventually were like, fuck that guy, and then we just sort of hung out together, and we always had a good time. You know, me and him, we could chat about nothing for hours, and it is one of the most exciting and funny and just entertaining chats to be with. Like, it's like we just jive off one another so easily, and I'm so thankful for that, because I mean, I couldn't imagine having an older brother or just any sibling that just I don't get along with. You know, like I have like one of my friends, they don't exactly get along with their siblings very much, mostly because they have a very big age difference. Like for me, for my family, we were all born from 1999 to 2004, so only like a 5-year difference between the oldest and the youngest, which isn't much. So, and I'm like kind of in the middle. I was born in 2002, so I'm kind of cool. And obviously, you know, I wasn't the only one born that time. But yeah, so I mean, it's easy to talk to my older brother, and I'm very thankful for that. We have some, like when I was back in college, you know, I'd call home and be like, hey, how's everyone going? And my mom would pass the phone around. You know, like my twin sister, we talked for a few minutes. My older sister, we talked for a good bit longer. And then they passed the phone to my older brother, and we chat for the phone almost dies because we just go off on random topics and tangents, and we just have something to say about it, and we just enjoy talking, and we just go for hours and hours. Like whenever we try to go to sleep for school, we'd always just be talking well into the night, and it's just an awesome experience because I love my family, so I have nothing bad to say about anybody. Like 99% of the time. Sometimes something will pop up and I'll be like, man, I really hate that about this person. But then it goes away because it's just, at the end of the day, we're family, and I have respect for you, and I like you. So, feelings gone. We're cool. I don't hold grudges much anymore. I'm very thankful. Before I talk about my last sibling and my mother, quick side tangent. I'm very thankful for changing who I used to be for the most part. Because as a kid, I was an asshole. Probably because of my asshole of a sibling, but I'm not gonna blame that on them. But yeah, I mean, I could be like a very competitive, judgy, grudge-holding asshole a lot of the time. But as I matured, as like I aged, I definitely matured. I and I got not not matured because I'm still very stupid, but I don't get very competitive about some things nowadays. I still like try to win some games, but it's never the main objective is to just have fun for me, especially when it's just me and my friends, me and my family playing the game. I used to care a lot about winning, and I used to get pissed off, or really pissed off if I lost. But nowadays, it's much more chill. I can just enjoy an experience and just say I enjoyed it. And I don't hold grudges. If I have a disagreement or an argument or anything with anybody, it's one and done. Like it can be gone in 5 minutes. Like I can get pissed off with my friends while we're chatting and just playing games, and then like a few minutes later, it's literally like it never happened. And it's the same thing with them too. Like they just get pissed off at each other for doing something stupid or doing something that we didn't want to do, that we didn't want them to do, and then it's gone. Which is just my life is full of easygoing people. And I'm very thankful for that. They're not necessarily always easygoing, but with me, it's just easygoing. Maybe I just don't pay attention. Maybe that's something I should work on or something. But for the most part, from what I understand, it's easy. It's so easy to just be around people and enjoy my time with people, and I'm very thankful for that. Let's move in to my twin sister. Cool, such a cool person. Such a cool person, absolutely. If there's someone nowadays that I talk to, it is my twin sister. Because they're always around, they're always there for you. They're genuinely like the most supportive person in the world, and I'm so thankful for that. Sometimes things don't exactly turn out how you expect, and you just want some advice, and she's always there to give it to you. Whether or not she thinks she can, she tries. And I'm one that always respects the effort way more than the actual result. Because I am like that a lot. I try to give advice and give help to people I've tried before, and I wind up giving advice that they don't appreciate. They don't want it, but they got very known, and that's okay. But they're a bit of a dick about it. I'm only trying to help. But one thing that I'm very fortunate about myself is that I understand when people are trying to give me advice, and I try to take it to heart, assuming it's good advice. Oh, Poop just came in and he's looking at his brother. He's so cute. And by my sister, she's always there to give me advice or just be a shoulder to talk on. Because I don't really cry very much to people, But this is it. And that's when things are serious. When things are serious, we're always able to talk serious and just be serious and just get through it. But 99% of the time, it is just us being stupid, watching shows, just having laughs, making jokes, and I'm so thankful for that. We can just dick around for the entire day, and we'll have felt like an hour has gone by because it's just so much fun. I have the most fun family. All right, none of you can even compare, because genuinely everyone in my family is just a laugh train. And then there's my ma, the lady herself. Absolutely fantastic. I guess it's not the last person. I have my younger brother. He's only a couple years younger, like 1 to 2, depending on what time of year it is. He's autistic, like wicked, like he doesn't really speak very much. He does his own thing, and he just kind of jives, and which is okay. And you know what? We respect him, and we love him. I love him just as much as I love everybody else. I don't, say that a lot, especially to myself. I don't really say it a lot, just because I don't really honestly think about how I feel about people, and him the least, because it's just like, oh yeah, he's there, and he's cool, he's a dude, I love him. He's a little goofball. he's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. He knows so much. Like, this dude is smart. He's so smart. Like, when he was, like, not even 10. Like, everyone... Do you guys know that, like, Animaniacs song where they would just go and, like, state each country, like, in, like a one and done, like, super long song, like, United States, Canada, Mexico, United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru. There. It took me a minute to even just think of the first line of that song. I never even tried to memorize it because it was just like, oh, God, that's too much. He can memorize that and know the countries, know where they are, know their capitals, know their like state flags and state like birds. He knows so much. He knows how to do math super easily. He can do literally so much. He's a smart friggin' dude. Like, his brain is just it's such a higher level than mine will ever be. It is incredible. He's a genius. And he's awesome. He's just so cool. Like whenever you want to know something, he probably has an answer to it. And it's crazy. The only thing is that he doesn't really talk much. He isn't like a sentence giver. He knows what he knows, and he can't really do much with it because that's just how he is. But he's a very smart guy, and I wish nothing but the best for him. He's cool. He deserves the best, and I'm very thankful that he's my brother. With that said, he can't really do much without us, so we're always right there by him, making sure that he's getting through things okay. Because otherwise, I don't know what the hell he would do. But then my mom. There's been a lot of ups and a lot of downs. But these past few years have been nothing but ups, in my opinion. Genuinely. Because obviously when you're a teenager, you're just like, nah, Mom, you can't tell me what to do. I'm my own person now. And then that can cause some conflict, which it kind of did a little bit. But again, 99% of the time, it's just been nothing but, like, heartfelt moments, laughs, just good, wholesome time with my family. And my ma is, like, one of the biggest contenders of that. Because, while sometimes there could be a little bit of a snake in our boots, she tries to make the best of some situations. Depending on her mood, obviously. If you're... Like, just the other day, she, like a chair broke under her, which is kind of because she was standing on it because she was trying to put stuff in the cabinets and it was a little too high for her, so she stood on the chair and then it snapped and she fell down. We were freaking out, like, oh my God, Ma, are you okay? But she was just laughing about it. She was like, oops. And depending on her mood before that, she probably would have been super, upset or annoyed. But she just hasn't been like that lately, like, at all. Like, it's so just easygoing. Again, my life is full of easygoing happenings, and I'm so grateful about that. Obviously some things get hard. Sometimes they're hard, but we get past it. And I'm always able to just, she appreciates me, and I appreciate her. And I think that's a good place to end it. With my family talk. My ma appreciates me. I appreciate her. And the same goes for everybody. We're all very appreciative of each other. We all love each other. I mean, there's really not much else to say except one more thing to thank, one more group to thank. Which, if you're really dumb, you might not have guessed it. But it's you guys. Dude, come on. I mean, you guys are incredible. Not just the people who have, like, commented on my stuff, which I'm super thankful for. Like, I haven't gotten a bad comment before. Obviously I'm not that big, so I'm not gonna get huge negativity spikes on my stuff. But, like, so many, like, people, the people who, like, choose to comment and choose to, show themselves to me on my stuff are super nice people. Like, have motivated me so much to keep doing this stuff. Because even if I'm not gonna be some big popular man, I'm not gonna be the next Markiplier. I'm enjoying what I do, and I can have fun with it, and I really love doing this stuff. And you guys definitely keep me motivated. As of recording this, we're at 28 subscribers. And do I expect that number to double next year? Do I expect it to go any higher? No. I mean, would I like it to? Sure. But I mean, if it doesn't, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I'm still super happy with where this is gone. I never expected it to get this crazy. It still blows my mind how, like, when my first ever video that got 100 views was like my finale to my Cannibal Crossing Let's Play, and that was huge for me. But even then, like, some Stranded Deep in Conversation episodes, like when they hit 10 views, like the first time, I think I had back-to-back 10-view videos. It was like my Weird Al concert video, and then it was the video right before or after that also got 10 views, or like 13 or something. It was my 60 seconds video. When those two got like 14, 15 views, I was through the moon. My world exploded. I was so happy. And I'm still happy now. Because I guess you guys showing support, showing love, and watching my stuff, at least looking at it, at least clicking on it, be like, that could be interesting. And then obviously it's not. It's just fair. I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm just so thankful that people are here. That you guys are here. Just being able to let me do what I do. Because obviously, if no one was here, I wouldn't be nearly as motivated. I'd still do it, but I wouldn't be nearly as motivated. And when I first started this series, like, everything I wanted to start right. I wanted to get better equipment, better everything. But at one point I was just like, you know what, I want to do it. So I'm just going to do it. And if people like it, they don't like it. If people, they like it, they like it. They don't, they don't. I'm just going to have to deal with it. And so far, a lot of this stuff seems to be liked. So, and I'm really thankful for that. And I have crazier projects ahead that I hope I can do. Again, I kind of want to do it when I have better stuff. But, maybe I'll just say fuck it one day and then record everything I need to for it, and then edit it, and then just get it out. Who knows? I have some crazy ideas, and it's because of you guys, Because if y'all didn't support this, would I still do it? Yes. Would I still have like bigger, crazier ideas? No, because I would just be doing the same thing over and over. Cause I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. All I can think is thank you. Just being there for me, being there to say hey, cool stuff, nice things. I'm really grateful for the people who have came across my content and had nothing but nice things to say. So with that, I guess that's the end. So I'd like to say thank you for tuning in to this episode of Stranded Deep in Conversation. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.